let's talk about Meetup. They made a big change recently and changed this bar here used to be red and now it's blue. So let's look at modules for events. So the first one we see is this. This is like, let's call it the banner event module. So let's just look at this, and then let's look at how this exact same Meetup is represented as we scroll down here. So there it is again. So if we look at how things are arranged, we have AMUX, the title, and then the place. And we can see that I'm going. So now we have the title, then AMUX. So it actually switches the priority of the title and the host. And then the where is in a completely different place. It's over on the right-hand side. The time is in a completely different place. You can see the times here are on the left side. The time over here is on the right side. And the thing that really gets me is my relationship to this event, the fact that I am going, is represented in two different ways. So here it's represented by the your next event and just the placement of it. And here it's represented by the check mark and the yes and the green bar. So it is communicating the exact same thing in two different ways. Also, I have to make an inference. Like, is this my next event because I have RSVP'd yes to it? Or is it my next event just because this is an event that I am subscribed to and that I could go to? Yeah, so it's making me do a little bit of guesswork. I have to kind of assume that this means that I've actually RSVP'd. While this is a little bit more clear, it actually shows like yes, which means like it's kind of like the answer to the RSVP. Now let's go ahead, and this is another thing, like I will often click this very intentionally, wanting to go to the group detail page and not necessarily the event. I understand that this whole thing should be a hotspot for the event. Like this is about the event, this is about the event, this is about the event, this is about the event. I actually don't know where these go. I wonder if this goes to a map. No, it goes to the event. Okay, so basically this entire thing is a hotspot for the event, which is fine, except for if somebody is so intentionally clicking right here, they're probably wanting to go to the group detail page. And I always try to do this, even though my logical thinking knows like you've done that before, don't do that. And I still will be like, ladies at UX or AMUX, let me click that and I can go to the group detail page. So let's go to the event detail page, and you can see in the event detail page, it changes again. So now we have the title, we have the date, where's the time? So before the date and the time were together, they were like, I mean, now it's been in like 6 different places already. May 1st is repeated over here because somebody had some fun with graphic design. And then the time is all the way over here. And now this is a link this time. And the prioritization has changed again. Now my relationship is shown again a different way, a blue check mark. And here I can actually change my RSVP where before I couldn't. I would like this RSVP to like be a little drop down thing and it carries through everywhere. Like give me the green check, maybe make sure that check looks clickable. And then why not have that green check represented here instead of this like your next event? Should say yes, green check mark, make it like look like it's actionable. Let me take action on it here the exact same way that it would be represented and take action on here. Why change it? I'm yelling now. I'm yelling. Why change it? Why? You're making life harder from a design perspective. You just designed it. Now we've counted 3 times, 3 different ways you've designed the same thing. You made it difficult on your developers. Now they had to develop it 3 different ways. And you're making it more difficult on your users because they're having to interpret the same exact thing 3 different ways. It continues. So let's get our way over to the AMUX detail page. So here we actually click on AMUX. Now I'm on the AMUX detail page, and look at that. It is represented again a different way. The date and time is represented a different way. Now we have, of course, we don't need to have the group host represented on this module because we are in the context of the group. But the location has changed place. The way that the time has changed representation. And even if we're just picking on the way it shows my relationship, now it shows a different green check mark. For the record, this is a different green and a different icon. It might be the same green. I have screenshots. We're gonna go over the screenshots, but I will look and let's just actually see if that's even the same hex color. That's getting real nitpicky, but the check is different, and now instead of saying yes, it says going. Just communicate it the same way everywhere, please. And then we can go over here into events, and this is the one time that they show it the same. So the way that they show the event when you go to events, and the way that they show it on the, I guess you could say the Meetup, the group detail page, they show it the same way. But then let's look down here. This also, these are very similar. So this, okay, this also has the date shown in one way, and then the title, and then it has the host, and then it shows the location. I just feel okay, so yeah, these are pretty consistent. And then it has going. Is this actionable? No. So the only way it's actionable is right there on the detail page. This looks kind of clickable too. That could be a drop down. But to attend, so this is kind of what I would call a broken object too, where the way to attend is in this place, but to un-RSVP, what would you even call that? To decline the event, you can't do it from that same place. So if I'm guessing if I was already attending this, if I click attend here, that's not what I was expecting. I was expecting it to switch to the going. And I actually don't even know if I clicked attend, you know what? I don't think I've actually RSVP'd yet. I haven't. It's still asking me to attend, and in a different way. Now I have to click the check mark. So I clicked attend. If I wasn't paying attention, I would have thought okay, I'm attending it. I've RSVP'd. But no, I have to say again, yes, I am going with the check mark. So it looks like this is the only place that I can say whether I'm going or not. Why does this little bit of interface not carry with the object wherever the object is represented, especially if my RSVP information is represented there? So yeah, all over the place. How I would redesign this is I would probably take this module right here, this guy right here, and I would just carry it through everywhere. Everywhere. It would look the same. You could change it from a design perspective a little bit, maybe on the Meetup banner. So I would have the date in the exact same place using that blue. I would have the title, then AMUX, maybe the background, instead of putting the image the way that it's done in kind of the card, maybe the background could be instead of this blue, use the image of the event, and maybe do the fun blurry thing. So it's still the image, but maybe it's represented slightly different if the designer wants to have some fun. But I would just copy it the same place. The thing that gets me is people are not coming to a site like this for your you getting jiggy with your design. Having fun with your design elements, and oh, let's move things around over here and move things around over here. People are not going to be bored if you represent it the same way everywhere, because they're not coming for your design ego. I don't know what it is. I think that really what this is actually is this is different groups. There's probably, Meetup probably has a homepage team, and an event detail team and a calendar team. And they are like not considering how the object is represented on all of these pages and that it should be represented consistently. All right, so hopefully you guys learned something about how to stay a little bit more consistent, and watch out for those shapeshifters. Meetup, if you're listening, love you guys.